Hey YouTubers, welcome to my channel and to this series of mods for my Mustang GT. And in this video I'll be replacing the rear deck lid with this one, adding some covers to the rear lights and also replacing the fuel door with one of these. Stay tuned. For more videos like this, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. 99% of the people who watch my videos are not subscribed. Just go there, click on that subscribe button, turn notifications on if you like, and if you do like this video, then please give me that thumbs up. It all helps YouTube push my video so more people like you can watch this type of content. Let's go. So this video is part of a series of mods that I'm doing to my Mustang GT, and I'm going to detail every step and let you guys know exactly what is required. This is really trying to encourage you guys to get up, get off the settee, stop watching telly and go do some mods to your Mustang, because it's not as hard as you think. Stay tuned to the end where I'll give you a price reveal of each of these items, where I bought the items from and what I think of the quality. Drop me a comment down below if you think you can get a cheaper and better quality item yourself. Let's begin. So the UK Mustang GT is supplied with the rear deck lid like this, which has this fake fuel filler cap, which I don't like, to be honest. And when I looked around, I found that the USA version is available like this. So this is the exact same rear deck lid with these indentations either side, which is the facelift version. The non-facelift is flat at this point, and also with just the GT letters there, which is exactly what I wanted. And let's replace mine with this one. So first thing to do is to open up the boot so I can get access to this rear deck lid. And if you remember in my last video, I installed the boot poppers, so it just opens when you open the boot automatically. If you don't remember that or you haven't seen that, then I'll put a link up in the top corner. Go watch that and then you can see how this was done. But basically double click that button and the boot opens. So the first stage is to remove this cover, and to do that I'm going to need tools like these, which are interior panel removal tools, readily available and very cheap off a lot of the AliExpress, eBay type sites. So the next items to remove are these two rubber bungs that are here and at the other side, and these basically are screwed in to some really big holes in the panel. So as you can see, they come off there like that. So last to come off is the plastic cover around the boot catch. Now this is held, or it looks to be held, at the bottom, so you push a little screwdriver in like so, and then use a panel removal tool just to put some pressure on the back, and then it should just come off like so. So the back of this has got a little clip on the bottom of it there, it clips to the metal there. Two more clips that I've missed, which is here. And here. This should now come off. The next part is to take these plastic covers off, one at each side, and again I'm going to use this plastic panel removal tool so I don't scratch any of the metalwork. And I'll show you how those clip in. So you've got two clips into the two holes. So let's take a look at the new panel to see how it's going to fit on. It's going to fit on that way. It's got two bolts holding it there and two bolts holding it there. It's got these edges here and it's got these pins here. So when we undo those bolts, we're going to need to lift it from this position upwards to actually disengage those and those clips, which should then come off quite easily. But then we've got to be careful because we do have the camera fitted on the one that's already in there. So what we need to do is remove the camera wire before to remove the actual deck lid. So here we are looking at where the camera wire connects. So that's it. So it's a press down on the back of the actual connection, and then that should release it and it comes out quite easily. So next is to remove these two nuts each side, which are holding the panel on, and these are 7mm socket. So now we're at the point where we're going to slide this off. So if you remember, these two flaps here are into metal, so we need to lift it that way a little bit to release these connections and these pins, and it should just then lift off. So on closer inspection, while trying to remove it, these two parts here, which are either side of the camera, do have a little clip that you will need to press down to allow it to come forward, which is luckily because you can get behind those because you can get access to the camera under here. So you just need to release those two clips as well. And also these other parts here have a metal clip on them, which I'll remove off that and put on here, which are also gripping against the body. So it's going to take a little bit of force just to get those out. So I've now closed the boot so I can hopefully get behind and just ease those clips out. I'm going to have some protection against the paintwork. I've got a big panel removal tool, so hopefully get that in there. Yep, so I can see I've released that one. That one is partially released. So it's just a matter of being very gentle and just easing it. But it is coming away. So the clips are coming out now. I think we'll be in a position now to remove it. Let's see. So it's just one clip holding it now. So I'm just going to put this behind and just ease that clip out. And that's it. So she's loose. So hopefully she'll be able to lift this off. And there we go. So let me show you, right, so there's one metal clip here, I'll find the others in a minute. So there's one metal clip is there. So I'm going to take them off and put them on my new one, but the other three are missing, so let me go find those. Okay, so now I've got all four of the clips, so let's put them back into position on this piece. Now the next thing we'll do is we'll transfer the reverse backup camera into this panel. So the next job now is to take the camera out of this, which is the original rear deck lid, and put it into the new one that I'm fitting. So I've orientated them both exactly the same way. So when I move the camera, I'm going to pull it out and put it straight into that one. So first of all, let's take off the holding plate on the new one. And the same on this side, remove the original. Straight out and put them back in there. Perfect. So this is a blanking plate, so I'm going to put this blanking plate back into my original rear deck. So we're now ready to fit the new deck back onto the car. So in fitting the replacement deck in place, what we need to remember is that these tabs here need to go underneath this plastic area here to grip onto that, and these pins here need to go into the slots at the top. So let's put that back on. Nice click as it went on. Make sure I've got this at this end, which I have. And that's it. Much easier to put it back on than it is taking it off. So now what I'm going to do is, I'll time lapse this. I'm just going to fit the wiring back for the camera and put the bolts in here, and also replace the cover. So let's go. All reassembled, and now, moment of truth, let's see what it looks like. Oh, look at that! That is 10 times better. On to the next mod. So the next mod is to apply these rear light covers. As you can see, the rear lights on the UK version come and they look absolutely white, and that I think looks awful. So I want to darken them down, and these covers will do that. Let's get them installed. So yeah, I said at the beginning that I hate these bright whites because it just looks like you've got little white lights on the back. So therefore I've got these covers which will turn these and darken these up, and what I'll do, I'll fit one side and then we'll do a test. I'll do some lights and you can see comparison to the other side without the covers on to this side with the covers. But first I'm going to have to clean them because they're absolutely filthy. So now we're going to fit this first one. So this one fits on here and it's just going to slide on there, and it's got some tape on this side here, so that tape is going to stick there, and hopefully that'll be enough to keep it on. It's the only place that there is tape. So let's apply this one. Wow, I didn't expect it to be that black. So let's do the other two. I've got to say, I think that looks absolutely fantastic. I've got a whole black back end now. All lights off, side lights, lights off, brake, and hazards. Happy with that. So let's now complete the other side. Already cleaned that, so it's ready. Job done. On to the next mod. So the last mod in this video will be to replace the fuel door with one of these type. Again, these come with lots of different designs. You can have Shelby written there, you can have Mustang, you can have a pony. I've gone for the 5.0 on mine. It just basically replaces the standard fuel door. So let's get this installed. Straight away, I see a bit of a problem. The UK spec has got this E5 E10 sticker on there, because that position there is where the clip is that I need to release from these parts here on the original cap. So I'm going to have to lift that up best I can so that I can change this over to let me get something to lift that up with. Actually fully covers the clip that I need to get to, which is this one here. So hopefully I can get it with that now. So all we need to do is lift up this clip here like so, and this should just slide off. Simple as that. So in doing the opposite, we just need to line up these slots. You can see them on the side here. Oh, that's too low, doesn't look right. Oh yeah, it's not in properly. So I've got 4 parts that I've got to get in to there, there, there and there, and then that clip in the middle clips onto that bit there. Yep, that feels better, so I think that's done it. So let's try that. Yes, it's not perfect. And the bottom is on, which it is. That looks good. Press that back down and close her up. And there she goes. So looking from this angle here, you can see that it seems to stick out a little bit at the bottom. Don't think there's anything I can do without that. The only thing I could possibly do is heat it up and just bend it in a little bit, put a little bit of a curve on the actual thing. You know what? Might not bother, just make sure it's not touching anything like there. Back a little bit. Push it back on a little bit. think I'll be okay. So that's going to be the normal view of it, which looks pretty good from that view. So I know it just sticks out a little bit at the bottom, but I'm happy with that. So there we have it, some nice cosmetic mods for my Mustang, and look at that back end now. I'm absolutely loving that. I think that looks way better like that. This actually does match the black of this, so it does look like one continuous piece of black from the rear, which I think is fantastic. Brilliant. So let's check out the prices and where you can get these items from. I'll drop the links below for these items in the description. If you think you can get better quality and cheaper parts than these, then hey, drop a comment below and let other people know so they can go get them themselves using your links. So of course, first of all, we installed this GT rear deck from the USA, which is way better than the one that was there. And I got this off Facebook from one of the Mustang forums, from a guy who'd removed it from his car and didn't want it anymore, or he'd ordered it and didn't want to fit it. So this was £170, which is around $236, but perfect quality because it's an OEM part. So next I installed these rear light covers, which is these 6 plastic covers. These from AliExpress, and they cost me £45 or $62. And for just the moulded plastic, they're brilliant. They really are good quality. They're shiny, nice plastic. They're not dull. They don't seem that cheap. They came with the 3M tape already on them. So yeah, I think they're worth every penny. Really pleased with those. And lastly, I installed the fuel filler cap. This was an eBay one, and this was £18 or $25. I probably get better ones than that. It doesn't seem to match the profile of the car. The car seems to sort of curve in a little bit, and that sticks out at the bottom. So what I might do is check out some others when I go to one of these car shows, and if I find there's better quality ones, ask where they were from, and I might replace it with a better quality one. But overall, I'm happy with how it's all gone. So these are great cosmetic changes for the back of the car, and it totals around £233 or $323. Let me know if you do any of these on your car and how it went for you. So there we go, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this, and if you did enjoy it, then give me that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn those notifications on for more videos like this that are coming up very shortly. Until the next time, stay safe.